Good morning, my friends. Once again, I am coming at you from the couch. This isn't the video that I was planning on filming for you today, but sometimes you just have to go with the flow. This morning, when I came back from our walk with Pi, there was actually a package waiting for me from Hermes, which the reason I sound surprised is not because I wasn't anticipating this box, but I didn't expect it to arrive today because usually when I order something, they'll send me a shipping confirmation, whereas this time I didn't get anything. In fact, I thought that it might take a little bit longer for me to get these pieces because one of them I know is a little bit more tough to track down, but this box just randomly showed up, which I'm not complaining about because I'm really excited to unbox these pieces, not only for myself, but also for you guys. I think I mentioned in my last Hermes video that I had recently stopped by my boutique to look at a pair of shoes that's been on my radar for, I want to say, a couple of months. It took my boutique quite a long time to get them in, and even when they did not get the right size for me. So we had to get them online, which they are here now. And then the other piece is something that I feel like you'll be quite surprised by. It is a new piece of fine jewelry from Hermes, even though I have just bought a ring from Cartier, which if you have not seen me unboxing that, I will make sure to have that video linked up here for you. But long story short, I am a little bit torn about that Cartier piece because as much as I love the design, I do feel that I need a little bit more sparkle. So I'm either going to just keep the Hermes ring and return the Cartier one, or if this doesn't work out for me, which I really hope it will, I can either keep the Cartier ring as is and get an additional eternity band from Cartier or from another brand just as a stacking piece. So I have a little bit of sparkle on my pinky finger, or the other option is for me to exchange the Trinity ring for the same design, but with the pavé band, which I love the look of, but I really did not want to spend so much money on a piece of Cartier just because Cartier is really not a house that's near and dear to my heart. So I am torn. I really hope that this piece from Hermes will work out for me. And I would also love to hear your thoughts. So please let me know what you think about these pieces in the comment section. And without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. I'm going to go ahead, get ready for the day. I think I'm going to do the unboxing from here. I don't want to set up all my studio lights because it's so insanely hot today. I feel like I would burst into flames. So I'm going to go ahead, get ready for the day, which is probably going to take me like an hour. One of my most toxic traits is how long it takes me to get ready in the morning. But give me some time. I'll go ahead, get ready, and then I'll come right back so we can unbox my latest Hermes purchases. And if you would like to join me and get a sneaky look, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and keep on marching. Should have chosen a different top to wear in this video because this top might look great when I'm standing. Sitting down, not so much. Anyway, I cannot be bothered to change at this point. So do forgive me if this top is a little bit all over the place. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the unboxing because I personally cannot wait any longer, and I feel like you probably feel the same. So I feel like we should start with the shoes because these are a pair of shoes that have been on my radar for a couple of months. They're actually new for spring summer. It's a brand new design that Hermes is doing, and they are doing a couple of similar shoes that feature similar details, but this is the only one that I can currently find in Europe. They have a similar design that is more inspired by the Medor pyramids, and then they have this one which is called the Jet sneakers. So I should stop rambling and actually get into unboxing these shoes. So we do have a love letter from Hermes. Obviously, it's not a real love letter. Let me tell you, no one is sending me love letters. It is just a card that basically tells you to try on the shoes on a carpet, so if they don't fit, you can still return them. And let me get rid of the ribbon and the box. In here, the first thing that we have is, I assume, yeah, a pair of spare shoelaces in case you need them. And I am so excited for these. As I mentioned in the intro, I have not bought a pair of sneakers from Hermes in years, and there is a reason for it. I really have not been the biggest fan of some of their more recent launches like the Bounce and the Hero sneakers, but these I really quite liked. which are their so-called jet sneakers. So they're doing two similar versions of this. They have the jet sneakers, which do have kind of like a retro look to them. They feel kind of 50s. They reminded me of the Samba, the Adidas Samba, which obviously are so insanely popular. And I do like the look of them, but I did not want to join the cult and wear something that so many other people wear. And I felt like that this was basically a more luxurious take on them. It was something between the Adidas Samba I felt, and then do you guys remember those Chanel bowling shoes that I kept buying for years? Those are the two things that this particular design reminded me of. They feature the H detail on the sole and then also this really subtle elongated H detail on the side. You can either find these in suede, which is the one that I went for, and I think they're also available in Napa leather, which is a really soft. It's most comparable to the leathers that Hermes uses for their glove making. So it's an extremely soft, buttery leather that you can also find this in. At this point, it's only available in 3 different colors. So you have the ivory colorway, you have them in pure white, which it's surprising that I didn't go for the pure white version just because I love white sneakers, but that shade of white against the sole to me felt just a little bit too vintage looking. And then you can also buy these in black, which, you know, I don't usually buy black shoes, and they're available both for men and women. I ended up going for a size 41, which that seems to be my new size in Hermes, even though for years I was a 42 and a half, but something must have changed because I feel like every single pair of shoes, or almost every single pair of shoes that I bought from Hermes in the past couple of years, have been either a 41 or even a size smaller than that, even though my size did not go down with any other designer. But in Hermes shoes, I had to get these in a 41. Of course, I'm going to do some mod shots for you just so you can see what they look like on, and then I'm going to put a little note up on the screen whether this size fit me well or not. I don't want to try them on right now because I'm too hot. It's so incredibly hot today, but I'm going to go ahead, try them on in a bit, and then I'll make sure to leave a little note up on the screen just so you know more about the sizing. But I would say that if you bought a pair of shoes from Hermes in the recent past, stick with that size for these two, because I did try 42 in store and they were way too big for me. So I actually really like these. Another detail that I feel like you don't see too often is this kind of elastic heel detail, which kind of reminded me of a pair of ballet flats. You know what else these shoes also remind me of? So I said the Adidas Samba, the Chanel bowling shoes, and also kind of those Loewe sneakers that have been on my radar for a year or so. That I feel like is also a similar look, especially because of the sole detail. I have to tell you, I really like the look of these. We'll see how I style them because these might not be the easiest shoes to style just because of the color, but I'm really excited about these, and the fact that they're offered both for men and women, I feel like means that these will appeal to a wider audience. Now, if you're not a fan of the H detail on the side, which I have to admit I could live without, there is another version of these which I talked about in a recent What's New from Hermes video, which instead of the H detail on the sole, they actually feature the little Medor studs, which I much prefer, but those shoes are currently not available in Europe. I'm not sure if they'll ever come out, considering that we are heading into full winter really soon, and these were a spring-summer launch. But yeah, I wanted to share these with you because I'm really excited to have a pair of sneakers from Hermes back in my life that I actually like the look of, because I really have not found anything since the Avantage that I would have felt comfortable spending the money on. But these, I think you will enjoy too. Another piece similar to sneakers that I haven't bought from Hermes in ages is a piece of fine jewelry. You know how loyal I used to be to my Hermes fine jewelry, and to this day I feel that they are some of the most beautifully crafted and most reasonably priced pieces of designer fine jewelry out there. By no means am I saying that they are inexpensive, but compared to other brands and considering what you get, I do think that they are worth the money as long as you appreciate the aesthetic. So I picked up another ring from Hermes to wear on my pinky finger, and I would love for you to guess in the comment section which style you think I went for. So it is a newer launch from Hermes, and it is covered in tiny little diamonds. I think the first time I saw this, it might have been on the singer Adele. I think she wears this ring quite a lot. I hope I'm not just making that up. I feel like it's on her. I think it must have been her that I saw wearing this ring. Anyway, it has been on my mind ever since, but I never really thought that I would ever add this to my collection until I was at Hermes more recently with a pinky ring in the back of my mind. And as soon as I saw this, something just clicked and I was like, yeah, this actually would make an amazing pinky ring. So let's see if I can bring that vision to life. So of course we have the orange box and we even have some tissue paper. Wow, I have never received a box in so much tissue paper from Hermes. So let's see. In here, I do have a tiny little ring from Hermes in a rose gold, and the ring that I decided to go for is the so-called Hermes Clochette Ring in the small size, which there is only one size in this. It's available in either a white gold or rose gold, but I decided to go for the rose gold version, which this collection obviously pays tribute to the clochette that you get with your Kelly bag purchases. I think every single Kelly bag except the mini Kelly in the core line come with a clochette, which is the little leather case that houses the key. And that's what this collection is inspired by. So instead of drawing inspiration from the twist closure itself, as most Kelly collections do, this is a piece that was inspired by the clochette, which is something that I really appreciate. And I also love the fact that the clochette and the key move independently, which I think makes this ring just feel a lot more expensive, and I hope I'll be able to pull it off. And then it is covered in diamonds, not all the way through, so it's not a full-on eternity band. Instead, it's a half eternity, so the back of the ring is plain, but then you have diamonds running down the side. And this is the moment of truth. So it does fit. I ended up going for a size 48, which is the smallest size. I'm pretty sure it's a 48. I don't have my glasses on, but I should be able to see it. Yeah, it is a size 48, which is the smallest size that they had. This is what the ring looks like on me, which it fits. I mean, it's really hot today, so my fingers, I feel, are a little bit swollen. It definitely could be a little bit smaller, but I don't think it's something that I would lose. Let me play around with it, but so far, I'm pretty happy with the size itself. And what do we think about the design? I'll definitely do some close-ups for you. I really do like it. I think it's quite special. The only thing that I'm thinking now is that it might be just a little bit too feminine for me because of the charms, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Obviously, that is just something that I would consider for myself, but if you don't mind the charms moving, it is definitely a really, really beautiful piece, and I love all the little details. I love the proportions of the clochette. I love the fact that the key has the very same details as a regular key would, and it really is just an exquisitely crafted piece, which I wouldn't expect anything less from Hermes. Let me know what you think about this piece in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts. I think this ring was just over 3,000 euros, and as I mentioned, it's available in either rose gold or white gold. The white gold version is slightly more expensive, but they didn't even have it, and you know, I'm more of a rose gold kind of guy. I love Hermes's rose gold because I do think it is the perfect shade. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I have to say, I really do love the look of this ring, but I do feel it might be just a little bit too feminine. So I'm going to film some mug shots for you and some close-ups and maybe sleep on it and let you know in a future video how I decided if I'm keeping this, if I'm keeping the Trinity ring, if I'm returning the Trinity and getting the pavé version instead. I don't know. There's a lot going on and I have to figure out what ring I want to go for. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section, but this is definitely something that I would love to put on your radar, because if you are looking for a new ring, of course, it's offered in the entire size range. So you can pick it up as a pinky ring. You can pick it up to wear on your index finger or on your ring finger. You can do whatever you want to do with it, but I do think it is one of those designs that would work incredibly well as a statement pinky ring. And the fact that the charms actually move just makes this piece feel so much more expensive and luxurious. And my friends, this actually brings us to the end of today's rapid unboxing. I feel like today's was a very quick one, which is quite unusual for me because you know how long-winded I am. I actually recently asked you on my Instagram if you prefer longer, more chatty videos or more concise ones, and I feel like it was pretty split. I would have expected most of you to say that you prefer longer chatty videos, just knowing me and my style of filming, but a lot of you enjoy shorter videos, which I cannot guarantee that all of my future videos are going to be as quick as this one, but I'm glad that I'm able to offer you both. And I'm really excited to play around with these shoes. I will definitely keep you posted on how I find the comfort and the sizing. So stay tuned. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. And I would love for you to help me make up my mind about the ring. Do you prefer this? Do you prefer the Cartier one? What do you think about the overall look? I will have to keep you posted on how I decide, but I really appreciate you being here and watching, and please let me know in the comment section what was your last Hermes purchase. I would love to hear from you, and while you're down there, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I really appreciate you being here and watching, and I will see you back here with a new video really, really soon.